staying fit into our golden years is a great idea. However, there are some considerations that may be impacting our desire to remain active and continue to exercise. For example, over the years, the natural posture change is for our spine to start to curve forward. And as it does that, our center of gravity shifts and our balance is thrown off. As we age, our tendency is to move towards a more sedentary lifestyle. And with less activity, our muscles shorten, tighten, and become weaker. Perhaps we've had an injury or illness, right, that has affected our structural balance, and we're still dealing with that, even maybe, 5, 10, or 30 years later. So while we might have the intention to continue to exercise, there are other considerations just from the nature of living a long life. But with Ab Ease, there is another way to exercise without even having to get onto the floor. So while your posture may be rounding forward like this, you can get onto the Ab Ease and standing, put your arm into the support pad and get a nice stretch up through the front of your chest. This is the part that's been rounding forward and shortening. So just by raising your arm, and maybe you just start at this level and go through this semicircle motion to start to lengthen those muscle fibers and lift your chest up. As you're able to push onto the pad, you're able to find a little outside stability so that you can lengthen up through the front of your body a little bit, okay? And then you go and do it on the other side. With the Ab Ease, you can lengthen or shorten the suspension strap. So there are a variety of exercises that you can do, and as your fitness level changes, the Ab Ease will change with you. If you lengthen the strap all the way and put the support pad around your upper back, you have enough physical support that you can start to shift your weight onto one leg and then onto the other leg, which starts to mimic a single leg stance. So while you might not be able to stand in tree pose or stand on one leg, maybe you can, maybe you cannot, right? You can start to gravitate towards feeling what it feels like to put all of your weight onto one leg, and then maybe over time, you're able to do some single leg stance exercises. Again, with the Ab Ease around your upper back, you can come into a supported squat. Maybe because of your posture, you've been squatting, right? Trying to squat, it looks a little bit like this. But with Ab Ease around your upper back, you're able to get into a nice supported squatting position. And you can go through a range of motion, and this, right, this little extra device might help you find some exercises that were otherwise not accessible to you at this time. Just simple range of motion here, right? Getting those legs nice and strong so you can keep getting up off the chair, chasing after your grandkids. And at just a little bit of an angle, just like this, right? I'm not even at a 45-degree angle, I'm just at a slight little angle. I start to tighten up my abdominal wall. I can add in a little lean to the side, right? If my feet are together, it challenges my stability and balance more. But just by separating my feet, I can improve my stability by broadening my foundation, right? So you can change that over time. From the front, that looks like this. So just getting into a little bit of a tilt. And then again, you can lean away from this anchor point with the pad around your hips, not too much of a lean, but just enough that you can start to strengthen your back and get into some arm raises. Maybe your arms only go part way up. Maybe they go up a little bit higher. Right? So you can go into some back exercises and just reach the arms forward and pull them back and squeeze your shoulder blades. As you find that you're able to use the Ab Ease and you're comfortable with it, you can shorten the pad all the way until it's around your hips with your feet by the wall. And just lean back into it. Again, if your feet are together, right, it's less stable so that you might swing to one side. So you really have to recruit all those accessory muscles to keep yourself from swinging. So if you need to start, you just separate your feet. Leaning back is all you need to do. The driving force is gravity. And while maybe you were fighting against gravity before, now it's to your benefit because you're tightening up your stomach muscles and improving your core strength. Again, you can come into a mini rainbow reach so that you're moving through a plane of motion and not just staying still. So it kind of just copies your everyday lifestyle, maybe reaching over, right, to grab something off the counter, and reaching over, to open the door in your car, right, unlock the door for somebody. So it's a nice movement, supported, that you can start to strengthen your core, right, but not in a static way, so you can do both. And then facing away from the anchor point, not too much of a lean, feet against the wall. Again, choose the stance, either closed feet or feet wider apart, depending on what you're able to do. And just hold yourself in this upright position. Now you're going to feel that strengthen up through your hamstrings. You're going to notice how my chest lifts up. And if I take my thumbs right in the front of the pad, I can do a mini cobra, just lifting my chest. Right? Lifting my chest without having to lay down on the floor. Right? Sometimes that's not always easy to do, to get up and down and up and down. Or sometimes when you're laying down, you just don't have enough room or enough strength to lift your chest up off the floor. So at this angle, right, you're able to strengthen those muscles along your spine and get some spinal mobility, flexibility, right? And get to experience movement in a way that you haven't before. And for many people, they kind of feel like that's it. Once you stop doing the activities that you knew, that you gravitated towards, then you think that there's nothing else. But with this, it's going to open up a whole new world of movement for you, supported movement for you, that's able to change as you change, whether getting weaker or stronger, right? With the use of Abby's, you might in fact get stronger, improve your balance, and then the strap length is able to change with you, and the number of exercises you do will increase as well. With Abby's, you won't be growing into your golden years, you'll be glowing into your golden years.